Visiting areas can lead to quite the learning curve. Sometimes the curve is gentle and easily learned. Other times, you can only say, "What the heck?" and head over to the internet for answers. Down East was one of those terms that required the internet. We heard and saw this phrase all over the place, but we were never quite sure exactly what it meant. Eventually, we decided that there are at least two meanings, and they're often used interchangeably. DownEast Maine is simply an area of Maine that starts near Ellsworth and extends east all the way along the coast to the Maritime Provinces. It's also an old sailing term meaning downwind and to the east. We also found that sometimes it's used as an eastern version of southern hospitality. No wonder we weren't sure. Quoddy Head Lighthead, or lighthouse to some of us, stands at the most eastern point of the United States, and we just had to visit. While we were there, we watched the fog roll in and the fog roll out, but never quite clear. Listening to the foghorn was kind of eerie. Can you imagine sailing in the fog? I can't. We were super excited to find several geocaches there, and upon logging one of them, we had a new statistic, our most easterly found geocache. At least it was, for a few hours. Jasper Beach is a must-see. Many hours could be spent here exploring the rocks and listening to the songs of the waves. Don't expect to find any true jasper here. There's not any to be found. You will, however, find literally tons of beautifully polished rocks. Come at low tide for the best experience, and watch for spiders. Those can be abundant too. While in DownEast Maine, you're likely driving past wild blueberry barrens. These wild berries grow low to the ground and are very hard to see until you get up close. Wild blueberries have a 2-year crop cycle, and farmers will rotate their crops so that half are harvested each year. They may even utilize rotary mowers for pruning. Pretty cool, huh? Campobello Island is off the coast of Maine but is located in New Brunswick, Canada, on the Bay of Fundy. Keep in mind that there are no gas stations here, so you'll want to make sure you have plenty of fuel before you cross the border. The difference between low and high tides is crazy. I bet it takes a lot of planning to do anything water-related. Head Harbor Light Station is only accessible at low tide, and we just missed it. With the tides rising at something like 5 foot an hour, we were happy to pass on crossing over to visit. While we were there, we watched whales and lightning off in the distance. Looks like I may have caught a lightning reflection in the water. Herring Cove is where we scored our new, most easterly geocache. The FDR summer house was closed when we arrived, but we were still able to walk the beautiful grounds. We even scored another geocache on the grounds. Yep, it surprised us too. Back in Maine, there were plenty of geocaches to be found. We found them in graveyards, on trails, on beaches, near bridges, near hidden waterfalls, and not so hidden waterfalls. Regardless of where they were, the views just didn't stop.
Watch out, Christine. Guess I need to practice my flying skills.
Maine wasn't all sightseeing. We took plenty of time to hang out with our friends by the campfire. Chopping firewood was a thing.
You might want to hang on to your toes if you can. God, dang, crazy son of a bitch.
You got a good aim though.
This is not bad. Oh! You get this?
Did.
Shit! I gave him a rot.
We flew the drone and rode the side-by-side. Sometimes at the same time. Life is good. Damn good.